Hey everyone, this is Mr. Molo. Just going to do a quick video on how to actually use the robot and use the programs and all that stuff. So this might be kind of weird because I'm just holding the camera, so if it gets a little glitchy, I'm sorry. So first thing you want to do is make sure you have a battery in the robot. So it slides in on the side. Okay, and then to turn on the robot, you're going to press the check mark button. And then the opposite, to turn off the robot, you're going to hold down on the X. So these batteries last like 2 hours, so kind of important that we're not leaving it on for an extra, half an hour in between classes or things. So make sure the robots are turned off when you put them away. Otherwise, I think they turn off after half an hour, but then you just wasted like 25% of the battery. Okay, so once it's on, okay, first, in the last video, I talked about how you need to add the motors to the robot. So this is what I'm talking about with the numbers. I don't know how clearly you can see it. That says 6, that says 7, that says 8, that says 9, that says 10. So these two, you got to kind of follow the cord. So this is going to my left wheel. This one's going to my right wheel. So this would be like the drivetrain. So when you add a motor, you'd add it to 6 and 10. And then the same thing when we do the next programming that says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the top. Again, you kind of got to follow the cord. So the one that's plugged into 3 goes into this motor, and that's the one that actually lifts up the claw. This one that says 4 goes into that motor, and that's the one that opens and closes the claw. So once your robot once your program is on there and downloaded, you're going to slide over to the right and press Programs. Press the check mark, and then it'll list the programs that are on there. Again, kind of hard to see, although the one program that is on there is pretty bright, but you do have room for, it looks like 8 different programs on there, but there's nothing in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, but there is something in number 1. That's why it has a different symbol. So once then you're ready to play this one program, you would press the check mark, and then it would say, and then it would go to this screen, and you would press the check mark again to run the program. And then it'll calibrate, and I'm going to press stop because I don't want to play that program on the desk and fall off, but it would go and do that one program. There's a couple other things on here. So once we get to use the controllers on the robot, we're not going to go to programs anymore. We would go to this first one that says drive. And then same thing, we want to run. And now it's looking for the controller, which isn't turned on right now, but then you'd be able to control it with the controller instead of a program that we would be using. Otherwise, there's a bunch of other things on here with the settings and the controllers, like if it ever needs to get reconnected, then you could do that. Or if you're one of those people that likes to change the controllers, if you like it inverted or regular, you can do that. You can change what the triggers on the back do. Things like that can get changed on there. But pretty much the only things you need to worry about are the first two. So either going into programs and running the program, or going into the controller and pressing drive on the controller.